What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital Analysis, and welcome to this week's video. In this video, we're going to be analyzing a company called Tokens.com. So this is one stock that I've actually been watching for quite a while now. I watched it fall quite dramatically, but I'm really interested in the metaverse and all these blockchain, NFT, metaverse related companies, because I do think it's a really interesting concept. So I wanted to analyze this company for you guys and take a look and see what we got here. So we're gonna simply introduce the company, talk about the website, go over the investor deck a little bit, dive into the financials a little bit, see how they're doing, and see how they compare to some of the other companies that we're interested in, like Big Digital, Bansha, Mobilum, WonderFi, Coinbase, all of those, because I'm very interested in this sector. As you know, it's where I invested quite a bit of my money in. So anyways, let's get into the video, guys. First thing I will say is thanks a lot for the support on this channel specifically. It has been growing and I see that. So thanks for all of your likes. Thanks for all of your comments and subscribes. We're almost at 300 subscribers. I want to get this to 1,000, but slow and steady. We recently dropped a video on Hive Blockchain, Agnico Eagle Mines, and WonderFi, which actually did pretty well. So the WonderFi, of course, got the most views over the last little while. It even beat out Cameco in the short term, but Hive did pretty well. And I tell a really interesting story about my own personal story. If you want to hear more about that, that's in the Hive video. But in this video, we're talking about coins, and this is strictly just because I'm interested in the company. So $73.2 million market cap. That is Canadian, traded on the NEO under ticker symbol COIN, COIN. Decent average daily volume of, like 500,000 shares, roughly 491,000. To be exact, 52 range of 34 cents all the way up to $3.94. So let's take a look at this yearly chart to see how it looks. And holy smokes, did this company have a run. It saw highs of, almost $4, and now we're down to 91 cents. So I'm wondering if is now a time to take a look at this company and, let's see what they've got going on here. So Tokens.com, you can head on over to their website, connecting public markets. They have been very much in the media, CNBC, CNN, Forbes, and they're also targeting Web3. So let's see what they're up to. Staking, metaverse, and play-to-earn gaming. So I know that WonderFi is into play-to-earn gaming. The metaverse is very interesting, and then staking, of course, that's a lot to do with DeFi. So we got an interesting video. I'm going to watch that later. But first, let's talk about the metaverse. The metaverse is a $1 trillion market opportunity. Metaverses are interconnected 3D virtual worlds where users interact in real time through avatars to work, play games, interact with friends, attend events, and spend money. So people are spending money in these virtual worlds, and it's quite interesting to see this grow. So their business model, let's take a look at their business model and see if we missed anything when it comes to the investor presentation. Like I said, we'll also be taking a look at their financials. So 3D virtual cities built in game-like environments, 2021 volume of 500 million, play to earn smart contracts based financial services without the need for a bank, 244 billion in deposits by millions of users. NFTs, digital ID, and property rights, 2021 volume of 23 billion in the crypto staking. Environmentally friendly way to validate blocks. All new tokens are built on staking platforms. Then we've got Web3, built on blockchain technology, will disrupt nearly every type of consumer technology. That's something that I want to learn more about because I don't know much about Web3. And then DeFi, so smart contract-based financial services without the need for a bank, 244 billion deposits by millions of users. Tremendous markets that they're targeting. I want to zoom in here for a little bit and talk about their most recent quarter that I could pull up. So 65% growth of digital asset inventory during Q3. Net income of 4.1 million or 5 cents per share. Comprehensive income of 6.3 million or 8 cents per share. Earned staking rewards valued at 719,000 and 1.5 million for 3 to 9 months ended September 30th. So they purchased additional tokens, Axe Infinity Shards, Ethereum, Polkadot, and Smooth Love Potion. Announced an agreement to purchase a 50% stake in Metaverse Group, one of the world's first virtual real estate companies. So that's something else that's really interesting is virtual real estate. Now, I want to head on over to investing.com because they were actually able to provide us with a balance sheet, because I kind of want to see how this company is doing when it comes to cash and all of that. So in terms of current total assets, as we know, current assets are a little more liquid. They tend to be more liquid within a year or less, with the ability to convert that into straight cash. So period ending, this is September, then we have June. So this is quarter by quarter. So let's see how the picture has improved. So June to September. So we saw the current assets grow from 11.01 million to 18.84 million. Now I'm going to assume this is in Canadian dollars just because it's under the NEO ticker, but I could be wrong. So in terms of total assets increased from 14 million to 21 million. Now let's take a look at cash. So not much is said here for cash. Cash and cash equivalents actually dropped quarter over quarter. Where's this big increase coming from? Big increase is coming from other current assets total. So I can't exactly pinpoint it, guys, and I wasn't able to find their official balance sheet, but this is the best we got here. So in terms of current liabilities, very little, $1 million from 290,000. So in terms of total liabilities, very little, 290 grand to $1 million. Not much has changed except for payable or accrued has increased, and notes payable, short-term debt, 250,000. That's 0.25 million. So one thing I was able to dig up was their Q3 2021 financial review. So this is 9 months ended September 30th. This is 3 months ended September 30th. And in the 3 months ended September 30th, they were able to record a 10-cent Canadian comprehensive income per share versus the 9 months of a 5-cent Canadian loss per share. So the net income per share increased, and that comprehensive income from negative 2.3 million increased to 6.2 million in the green. So guys, now I want to go over this full screen investor presentation just to kind of dive into their business a little bit more and get an idea of what they do. There's not that much information out there when it comes to the financials and all of that. So what's going to really grab my interest is going to be what they're doing, and then of course management. So let's do our research on management. So tokens.com is a publicly traded company that invests in Web3 digital assets and builds Web3 businesses. Tokens.com provides investors with an easy and secure way to get exposure to the most exciting and fastest growing sectors in crypto. As we know, returns in crypto have been wild. So Web3 utilizes digital ownership to create new ways of using the internet. This will disrupt nearly every type of consumer technology. 33 billion in venture capital funding in 2021 went to crypto use cases beyond Bitcoin. So the metaverse, NFTs, DeFi, play to earn, crypto staking. We've done all that stuff or learned about all that stuff. Staking is very interesting. I'm a little bit more interested, however, in the rest of the stuff that they're doing. So Hulk Labs, play to earn tokens and NFT investment platform, diverse asset base linked to key trends happening in the crypto world. Then we got the Metaverse Group, direct exposure to the explosive growth of digital real estate, ownership and development, design and brand placement, services owner and manager of Tokens Tower in Crypto Valley. So total value locked in DeFi. It's jumped tremendously over the last while, as we know. Also, NFTs speaks for itself. Proof of stake is an operational system that supports DeFi and NFTs. So they're shifting to proof of stake. So powered by crypto stakers, proof of stake is a huge improvement to proof of work, or POW. Stakers validate transactions instead of mining them. Validators receive staking rewards for processing transactions similar to crypto miners. 99% less electricity and 100,000 transactions per second versus 15 in proof of work. So let's see, 2021 saw close to 18 billion in staking payouts. JP Morgan estimates payouts will increase to 40 billion by 2025. So what are they staking? Ethereum, Polkadot, Solana, Shiba Inu, Terra, Oasis. So staking is like locking it away and collecting an interest on it. I want to compare that like a bond or something. Hulk Labs invests in NFTs, play to earn ecosystems, and uses them to generate income. So They're involved with Play to Earn via Hulk Labs. The online gaming sector has over 400 million plus daily active players. Hulk Labs uses a proprietary analytical framework to acquire gaming NFTs with the highest appreciation and income potential. So the metaverse, the next mega asset class. Metaverses are 3D virtual worlds built like video games where users socialize, work, and play through avatars. There we have it, guys. Tokens.com is the majority owner of Metaverse. Metaverse Group owns an 8-figure portfolio of NFT real estate across most popular metaverses. So, diversified land holdings. Decentraland, The Sandbox, Somium Place, Superworld Crypto, Voxels, and Yourbit. So 300 plus acquired parcels, 6 plus metaverses. It's just amazing how even the metaverse is having Metaverse Fashion Week. So Metaverse Group owns nearly 450,000 square feet in the Fashion District, one of the most sought after metaverse neighborhoods. And Tokens.com Tower, so digital billboards and event space in the metaverse. Alrighty guys, so we're almost done here, so bear with me. So development and design services. So by leveraging our 20% ownership in Metaverse Architects, we offer clients cutting edge architecture, design services, and event planning management. So what is their strategy? Let's see here. Acquire the most valuable real estate with the greatest appreciation potential. Develop the land to make it attractive to renters and advertisers and recurring revenue. Online digital advertising, event planning, and hosting in our virtual buildings. Lease arrangements for merchandisers, setting up virtual storefronts. The Metaverse Group is your one-stop virtual real estate partner. So what is Tokens.com strategy though? Because lots of great ideas, but I want to see how the company is going to put this all together. So identify large macro trends and movements in Web3, purchase assets, and build companies that will increase in value, generate revenue from those assets. I would like to hear more from the CEO in terms of his vision, because at this point, lots of great ideas, but I would like to see a more solid plan. They're talking about what they want to do, not how they're going to do it. So that is one thing that I will point out, but let's take a look at their management team. So first we have Andrew Kiguel, I hope that I said that right. So Chief Executive Officer. He's an accomplished executive with leadership experience in capital markets and blockchain. He was the co-founder and CEO of Hut 8 Mining, one of the largest publicly listed Bitcoin miners in the world. Prior to that, Andrew spent over 18 years at GMP Securities. Okay, so he co-founded Hut 8. He must know Sean Clark very well. Take a look at the rest of the management team. Very, very important. Management and the board own 23%. Investors own 77%. Basic shares outstanding 96 million, fully diluted 108 million. So there's not that many shares out, but there's enough. And yeah, I mean, I would say that's decent ownership by management and BOD. So yeah, I mean, from what it sounds like, Tokens.com is kind of a project generator. They're looking for opportunities within the space. It sounds like they do have some really interesting assets. I'm interested in the company, but I kind of want to see where it settles here. Because like I said, I've watched the stock drop quite substantially, like many stocks within the crypto space. Basically, nowhere was safe if you were investing in the crypto space. Some have dropped much, much more than others. Tokens.com has held up pretty well as of recent, but it's not that far off of those. So 52-week range of 34 cents. I don't know at what point it was at 34 cents because it's not really, I guess back there July 20th or around July, the end of July 2021 was when the stock did hit a 52-week low. But since then it's been on a tremendous tear and it's up substantially from that level. But yeah, I'm just wondering when things are going to kind of bottom out. This is what I'm interested in. If I'm going to add exposure to other companies, I'm going to kind of spread it across. Tokens.com would be on my list for being one of them. I do feel like they get great media coverage. I would just want to know a little bit more about their future plans, like watch some CEO interviews or get in touch with the company myself. But yeah, that's my opinion, guys. I wanted to learn more about the company, so I kind of did as I read through this investor presentation. I'll leave this one, in my opinion, on Tokens.com at, I need to do more research. I want to learn more about the company's vision because at this stage in the game where growth stocks are, how they've traded, companies really need to tighten it up and they need to let investors know their plan, where the revenue is going to come from. On a financial perspective, however, the company does look like it's doing pretty well compared to some other companies. So I will give them that in terms of net income, it's increasing, and assets increasing. So those are all good signs. But anyways, it's an interesting one to watch. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll have more for you guys. Drop those comments down below. Let me know the stocks that you want me to look at. Always trying to talk about new stocks. And thanks, guys. We'll see you in our next video. If you like these videos, kindly hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Drop us a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. And finally, always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. Furthermore, this video may or may not have been sponsored by the companies that we've profiled within this video, and we may or may not own shares of any of the profiled companies in this video. If you want to know the full disclosure details, check the description down below along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.